30 seconds on the sidelines, but S4 backs away. Kuroki trying to keep the vision on him, trying to prevent that blink out, but can't quite do it.
But still a good objective for them to be claiming at this stage.
That's the one thing you have to be careful about, is if they get that Reaper Scythe kill, and you don't have the buyback, a third tower denied for Alliance, ouch!
Okay.
Then, at that point, perhaps you can actually hold the high ground, but the wards were used, so it's likely not to be a full base breach, but it will be a lot of damage on the tower. EGM dropping the weave, hits all of Liquid, and they still stick around. They're going to work here with the Forge Spirits, as well as the Trance. Liquid trying for the quick lane of Rax. Nagasan is available, though. Roars online, bats up in 5, and there's the Song. Alliance are going to wait for S4 to come back, and they look to engage. Who's Bulldog going to focus? Let's see. Loda gets in the middle of the enemy team. He lets the Riptide go. The Meatball comes down, though, the other way. Matumba Man kept alive for now by the False Promise, and the Necrofoe's proving to be a bit too difficult to finish off. Loda's forced back. They've already committed the Song. S4's in a bit of danger. Ake comes in from behind, but they've lost 3. They've committed all their big ultimates. It might be 4. Ake trying desperately. He can't get it done. And Liquid, just like that, who needs Serpent Wards, are taking a lane of Rax. The range down for now. A double buyback forced out by Alliance. Alliance thought they had all kinds of time, and these buybacks looks like they're going to be for not every single hero. 1, 2, 3, TPing away. That was not something Alliance was even counting on.
All right, well, I talked about how Naga can come back from 10k plus gold deficits. That's what's going to have to happen here. I mean, it's only 3k for now.
Where's the South?
Yeah, they've probably seen a few too many of these games where one bad Roche fight suddenly buys a tremendous amount of time. And this is definitely a game of one bad team fight for Liquid.
They're going. They're thinking about it. S4 with his customary haste rune at a critical moment that could turn the game.
Oh, he's found Jerax.
He wants Jerax, and Jerax will get caught out there. The Invoker gets roared. Follow-up comes through, but the Reaper Scythe not enough to secure a kill. The ward's getting dropped in the midst of the fight, but Matumba Man brought low. They finish him up. Necrofoe's down. They buy back on the Oracle. Song, disengagement from Alliance.
Pick off, and suddenly Alliance in a lot of trouble, so they're still going to be very wary of what can come their way. And
well, then I guess all eyes on the Dazzle for a timely grave.
yes, this Dazzle Grave is going to be on point.
Loda prepping things nice and early here, drops the Song. He's only isolated Matumba Man. Kuro's in a decent position. They're trying to kill off the wards during this time. They do manage to kill them all. Let's see if that stops Liquid from going in. There's still a decently strong lineup, but Mind Control gets lassoed. Oracle not in position to save him. Jerax can't help out his buddy. Mind Control popping the mech. Very tanky there. Now the Meteor starts to come down, and Alliance are going to take a rebuttal of offense. S4 graved up for now, biding their time. Kurolo, they will lose the Shadow Shaman. Loda routing them. They get the imps off, and Matumba Man 2 will fall. That's 3 heroes down, and Alliance have them on the run. Now the long range net from downtown. Loda going to control Fada, push him back into the ice wall, and beat him down, even with the ice wall. Not enough to save him. That's 4 dead. And this was the chain of disastrous events that Liquid were afraid of, and now they're happening. Jerax turning on Ake, wants to nuke him down. He gets him, blasts him away there.
Once Liquid get a bit too close to the Dire base, I imagine we'll see Alliance again just TP back to defend.
I mean, surely at some point, if you're Liquid, you just have to make a call. Like, all in on their base or just all in on a fight. Because right now they're just sitting back watching objectives drop. Tier 3 tower, dangerously low. A fresh swarm of Nagallusions march in. The tower now down, and Liquid to send the Nature's Prophet up to the top lane, so he's not going to be here to assist in the base defense. They also leave Kuroki in position. They might be able to get the second lane, but it's going to cost them. Matumba Man, Necrofoe's down, 60 seconds on the sideline. Doesn't have a buyback available. Jerax staying alive for now, has cast the False Promise to try and secure his retreat, but it only delays the inevitable. Alliance now, having gained their second lane of Rax, are going to start TPing some heroes home. Loda with the Song of the Siren. S4 will end up dropping here, but I believe has buyback if he needs it. Heading on to it for now, 70 seconds. Loda going to arrive. He'll clean up the Nature's Prophet. Wards to drop quickly. They only got a tier 3 tower out of this. So Alliance in the end, still the victors for sure.
You know, Alliance have not just
Is it Rapier time? Does our Prophet of Gold for something big? He's trying for it, but it doesn't even matter.
I don't even know.
Let's be serious here. Alliance.
He's food. I don't even think he can Rapier.
Poise under pressure. Moving through the middle lane. They've got Loda ready to go with the Song. If anything gets even the slightest bit scary, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. They are getting herded back to the well here. As S4 blinks in, they might catch him out. Reaper Scythe is going to delete him for 100 seconds. He can't buy back. And they will Song on Loda. As soon as one hero dies to the Reaper.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Antiseptic. Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Invoker does have the Aghanim, so he's like basically all their team fight. To me, it seems like they would want to take that fight, just maybe not yet. But here we go. S4 blinking in, dropping the coil and going to work. They net up the Tumba Man, holding him in position. He's going to Manta. He tries to turn and run away. He will blink out to safety. Kuroki working on EGM. Will finish him off just barely at that mind control. Trying to turn this fighter on the Mono Void getting dropped there. Not really enough to finish the job, though. Alliance resetting the fight and deciding to disengage. Loda popping the song. Vada, Sunstrike. It's going to connect. It pops the Aegis. It almost kills Bulldog as well. He could look for a twofer. Matumba Man moving forward. Load up on the back foot. They'll blink in again. Has the net. Has the gem. Decides to turn on Bulldog instead. Now the illusion's going to work. Matumba's going to make some short work of those, but at the same time, the Radiance Burn, it's doing its work, and perhaps Mind Control, that was not the ideal TP. He's going to go for the TP out, but it's too late. Bulldog decapitates him with the axes on the return fire.
And then the Sunstrike not catching him as he blinks away. In fact, you need all 5 heroes worth of disables and damage to kill an anti-mage. Speaks to all the problems that Alliance are currently dealing with. They don't have an answer to this anti-mage. When he starts pushing the high ground with BKB, Alacrity, Aegis, you're in trouble.
They do have Song. They are going to pop it here, but the tornado kept him back. Will he get into the pit in time? Loda squirms in. Does he end up making up? The Roshan falls. Loda grabs the Aegis. The cheese hits the deck. Definitely blast there, though. It looks like the cheese still on the floor. BKB coming out from a Tumba Man. Cast bouncing back to him. Lets the Mono Void go. And Foker Man just to snag it. A little lactose for him on the way out. 4 have fallen from Alliance. Loda's likely to be next. Slashed up, beaten down by Matumba Man. They have lost a lot here. Gems hitting the floor. EGM tries to scoop that up. Nobody is safe from Fada. Adrian is not pleased. Well, maybe he lives here. Charges away to the north. Gets out with the gem. Nicely done. But he's charging towards Mind Control, who has a Hex in 3 seconds. This could really backfire for EGM. He gets Hex mid-charge. Then they sprout him up. Sunstrike there, and EGM will, in the end, not keep the gem after all. Oh, the wild and crazy adventures of EGM. Enter grave mode. And they keep on going. Tornado here. Fada is going to isolate more. Bulldog trapped out of the trees. He can't afford to be dying now. That's a dieback on the Beastmaster. They will commit another buyback here on the Spirit Breaker, but Liquid are so close. They're smacking down the tier 4 towers. Very low. Glyph gets committed. Alliance, it's all or nothing. They will have a Naga for this fight. Song's online, but Matumba Man is absolutely massive.
Oh, he's running
and meanwhile,
top 2.
the Rat, the Prophet, he re-emerges, pops out of his hidey hole, and heads straight towards the top lane as he backs off. Matumba Man pushes in. Fada sitting back there. The Deafening Blast comes through, pushing him away. The cheese is on Fada. He's going to Ghost Walk and retreat. Alliance, I don't think they have detection at this point. Or he's really going to struggle with the illusions.
The Prophet, I guess, can be the one to deal more with the Naga.
They're hunting Kuroki here, but he's going to throw out the Lotus Orb and try and prevent this initiation. They get the Tornado. Fada arrives, drops the Deafening Blast. There's the Ice Walls. Oh, Alliance getting trapped, caught out. They've overcommitted. They need to scramble the defense. Their Song going through. Bulldog just getting worked down by Mind Control with the right clicks. Then Matumba Man arrives, slaps them down, and beats them into submission. Blinking forward onto Ake, finishes him 2. That's going to be 3, and they're not done yet. This forces out a Naga buyback. Elsewhere in the river, S4, well, he'll settle for a bounty rune, but it's small consolation as Liquid dial in and close in on this Game 3 victory. S4 could be the next man caught out here. He blinks, and well, actually, Phase Shifts tries to get away. Now heading to the left here. Blink Dagger ready. He's going to jump out to the north. They are spending a lot of time hunting, and Mind Control is the Hex ready. He is going to get slightly juked there. Lets the Prophet fly, but meanwhile, the rest of the team is pushing through. They get the Hex off Sprout there to break the Lincolns, and now they go to work. Phase Shift, even if they kill him, though. Mid lane, more importantly, they are taking racks in the meantime with their anti-mage, so it's all really stalling tactics here. EGM caught out. EGM going down as well. He turns, gets one Lantern Swing out. Decides to rotate top. Matumba Man going for the easier, more exposed racks. He's going to get the melee. Liquid are close. They have taken the melee down. Range to fall as well. That's 2 melee, and Alliance absolutely backed into a corner, backs against the wall. And Drex down. That's 3. At some point, Alliance have to make their stand. They can't wait forever. Matumba Man jumping in. Oh, he's going to go to work, just destroys the puck, turns back for Loda, who isn't able to get off the Psalm, has no buyback, and that just might be the game right there. Slicing deeper and wounding Alliance, slashing them down. Liquid looks like they're on the verge of taking this. Melee Rex down. Ranged is going to drop, and the Swedes are down to the lower bracket. Liquid have done it. They've done it in style, and they have proven they can deliver now on the big stage in front of a crowd and not on home turf. Yeah, the monkey's off their back, and they have all the potential in the world.
This is like the best we've seen Liquid play. They are looking like a team that can make a big run in this tournament, LD, and definitely excited to see more from them as they go through the bracket.
Well, and with that, we're going to hand it back to the panel, break down the rest of the game, and see where they're headed from here. eHome is